Welcome back, lover of wisdom. In today's episode, I have a caller who asks me about whether she should leave her husband or not.
I would like to buy a house, and financially, he's not in that position, so I don't feel he's my financial equal. So I get caught up in thinking that maybe that I'm settling. I'm not proud of these thoughts, but this is what I think. I should have a partner that I can have a dream with, which would be to buy a home, which I really would like.
If you have a similar situation where the person who you love, your husband, your companion, someone who you have been in a relationship with for a while, but at the same time they're not providing some basic experience for you, should you remain with that person? Stay tuned and find out. I think one of the best ways to look at this issue is, first of all, to switch your vibration, as my book is entitled, from fear to freedom. That's the first step, to really switch your thinking from fear-based thinking to freedom-based thinking. Just because you are in a committed relationship, it doesn't mean that you cannot be a free thinker, thinking from freedom instead of fear. I think it's the most important thing you can do for yourself is to switch vibration. And I say switch because it is that easy, like switching from one channel on the television to another channel. Okay? It's like you go through YouTube or through Netflix and you see a movie. Nothing stops you from switching to another movie, another video. Okay? So always check with yourself that you are in the right vibrational frequency, in the right set of being. Connect yourself with the source where things can be created. Plato spoke of this dimension, the higher dimension, the dimension of the ideals, the dimension of forms, where things are born, things can be created, because everything that you have in your life has at one point been conceived. Okay, it was an idea before it became a reality. Okay, and the difference, as Plato calls them, is the noumenal world and the phenomenal world. Okay, we live in the phenomenal world through our senses, but there is a higher level, a higher plane. You can call it by several names. The fact is that you have to step out of the phenomenal world and enter the world where things are created, namely in your own imagination, in your own mind. Okay? That's connected with the supermind, the logos, as we say in Greek philosophy. And when you connect with the logos, now anything is possible. When you connect with this higher plane where things are created and conceived, everything is possible. One thing does not exclude the other. You may, for example, continue to be in your relationship. You must ask yourself, would I be in this relationship if, for example, all of a sudden you won the lottery and you were able to manifest this house? That's the question. Would you stay with this person if that house that you want or that experience you want can be manifested anyway? And as we know from the laws of manifestation and the laws of attraction, and all of this capacity of the mind to create things, as we know, anything is possible if you put your mind to it. For example, you may or may not win the lottery, but you may also manifest the house through other ways. You may inherit it. Someone may leave it to you. Or you may start a business that you've always wanted to start but never did because you were comfortable. And this business will lead to you buying the house or purchasing the experience that you want, for example, traveling to Japan or wherever you may want. So let us first switch our thinking from fear-based thinking that I can't have this and I can't have that and the other person can't provide me for that, and put yourself as the sorcerer, the one who connects with the source, okay? And that you think, instead of fear, you think in terms of freedom. What would I create if I knew I could create it? Because I know of very few situations, perhaps in certain culture where women are suppressed completely, like, I don't know, in some countries of Asia, where a woman really cannot, leave the house without her husband's permission. I don't know anywhere, unless you're in a master-slave relationship, that someone will prevent you from creating what you want to create. So if you're not in a situation where something or someone is physically preventing you, there's no reason in the world why you cannot create your own reality. In other words, you can create that house. You can attract that house if that's what you really want. And whether or not your partner remains with you along that journey will become apparent and manifest. In other words, you don't have to take that decision. Okay? You know that you want this beautiful house. You know that you want to manifest it. So focus on that. Focus on creating your dream. If the other person is not blocking you, sabotaging you, there's no reason why you cannot communicate that, I'm going to be spending a little more time on my work right now because I want to become successful and earn the money and manifest this house. Okay? Nothing is stopping you. Now, if you really believe that you don't love this person, that's another conversation, okay? But you don't have to have this decision right now. The one thing you do need to decide is, are you going to decide, are you making the decision today to say, I am going to manifest that house one way or another. I am going to connect with Source. I am going to connect with the realm of ideas, the noumenal plane, the Platonic higher dimension. I'm going to get busy creating that with my imagination, through my thoughts, through my meditation, through my vision board. And more importantly, you have to be looking at what is that experience, that this external thing, what is the experience you are expecting from it? Okay? For example, this big house may symbolize for you comfort and security. Or it may symbolize for you appreciation by other family members or the friends that you will invite. You really need to tune into what is the experience that this thing, the external thing, is supposedly going to provide for you. Because this is the most important thing. Even more than your vision boards, even more than making a list of the things you want, is to touch base with the experience that you want. So, if comfort and security is the experience you're wanting through that big house, You have to attune to that vibrational frequency. How will you feel when you're in the house? I'll feel comfortable, I'll feel secure. So practice entering the state of comfort and security on a regular basis today. Touch base with the feeling. Not so much I'm going to get it, or I know that I'm going to achieve it, this kind of positive affirmation. No, I'm talking about vibrational attunement. Okay, everything is about this resonance, hooking up with the vibrational frequency of that experience. Visit that experience on a regular basis. For example, if your desire is to travel the world and your partner doesn't want to travel the world, what does this traveling experience represent for you? It means adventure. You need adventure. You're feeling renewal. You want renewal. You want discovery. So begin to integrate adventure, discovery, renewal in your everyday experience. So at some point during the day, do something a little adventurous. Okay? Get off the beaten path. Take a different route back to your house. Discover a new neighborhood. Discover a new park in your area. Drive off a little further, say an hour or even 2 away from your house, and begin to enter that sense of adventure, discovery, and just attune with it. And next time, you'll go further and further, and maybe next time you'll have to take a plane there. It will all gain momentum. We can say that manifestation is a question of gaining momentum in your thoughts and experiences. So let me just recap what I have said. I believe your main issue is not whether you will divorce your husband or stay with your companion or not. I believe the main issue is to decide if you are going to move forward with manifesting the home of your dreams. Okay? Whether you can move into that state of freedom and say, anything's possible. I am free to do it. Move away from fear and insecurity and blaming and, finger pointing and saying they're at fault, and say, what can I do to attune myself to the vibrational frequency of this ideal home or the ideal vacations that I want to take. Begin attuning yourself, mainly inwardly, but also outwardly, through a mind movie, or, as I said, experiencing the thing in a microcosm in your everyday. Once you begin to attune it, it's going to be natural for you. It's going to be a natural thing for you, okay? Once you enter it and start believing that you can be in that situation will come to find you. That experience you're looking for, is also looking for you. That experience has already been created in the higher realm, the noumenal realm of Plato. It's already there. The thing is, can you attune with it? And then it will kind of just drop into your lap. It will just manifest itself either all together at once or little by little, revealing the little breadcrumbs that you have to follow that will lead you exactly to that experience. And by then you will have understood whether your husband or your companion is going to support you on this journey, or they're just going to fall off by themselves, fall off this flow that you're on. And there will be no bitterness, no harm. You will bless them on their path, and they hopefully will bless you on yours, but that's okay if they don't. You will know that you are following your true desire. So you're actually giving them an opportunity to catch up with you, because maybe they're waiting for you to take your own dream seriously and, kind of grow up and mature into the fact that you are source energy. You can manifest practically anything you truly desire. There is nothing in your way except for your own BS, your own belief system. So, connect with Source, move from fear to freedom in your thoughts, and open yourself up to creating it and invoking it into your material world, all with your own power. So one affirmation you can work with during this week is, I am connected to source energy. I can manifest anything I set my heart and mind to. The experience I want is certainty. I'm feeling certainty. I'm feeling comfortable. Feeling adventurous, whatever is that experience you want. So practice with that, and I'd love to hear your comments, and keep sending me your questions. I'm thrilled when I get to answer your life questions. Lots of love from Greece. Make sure you sign up to my membership program and subscribe to this channel.